Hey you guys, Coach Liz here. All right, I'm continuing with our summer series of becoming your own health coach. That's really my goal as a coach is to empower you with the tools to really help you stay on the path of health long term. Now, when we talk about a path of health, it's important to know where that path is leading. In the movie Alice in Wonderland, there's a quote that's something like, "It doesn't matter which path you take if you don't know where you want to go." And so having that clear picture of where you want to go, not just right now, but where you want to be in 5 years, 10 years, what you're creating for yourself. That's so important. So last week we talked about macronutrients, those core nutrients that we need to focus on for our health, especially protein. So today I'm going to just cover our high five. These five habits are what are going to help you not just lose weight, but to be able to keep it off long term. That's really the goal, right? And these habits are the things that are going to help you with weight loss. It's going to help you with lowering inflammation. It's going to help you with balancing blood sugar and hormones. It's going to help you control hunger and cravings. This is really the secret of health is how to balance your blood sugar, how to get your body in balance by incorporating these five habits. Now, I talk a lot about doing a high five habit check. Now, I do this check every day. Just at night, I just do a quick review of my habits. How did I do with my water today? With my exercise, with my nutrition, with my sleep, and my mindset? I just do a quick habit check every night so that I can course correct quickly. If I start getting off my path, I can recognize it and make some changes and get right back on. So I'm going to go through our high five habits and I want you to do a little check. Ask yourself, how am I doing in these five areas? The first one is hydration. How are you doing with drinking your water? Now, over the next 5 weeks, we're going to really dive into these five habits, but do a quick check right now. How do you do with drinking your water? How much water are you drinking? And are you drinking your calories instead of eating your calories? So, do a water check. The second thing is nutrition. How are you doing with your nutrition? Are you getting your macronutrients, especially your protein? We want to hit at least 100 grams of protein a day to protect your muscle. If you're trying to build your muscle, we want more. The nice thing about doing the Optavia program is you don't have to count the macros. It's all done for you. So don't worry, if you are doing one of those programs, you're in check with that. But if you're doing your own foods and counting your own calories, really make sure that you are getting enough protein. That's going to help balance your blood sugar. So eating smaller balanced meals, making sure you're getting adequate protein. That is key. And we're going to go more into that also. The third thing is exercise. What are you doing to protect and build your muscle? Your muscle is like your gold. You want to protect it and keep growing it. So we're going to talk more about how to increase our exercise and being intentional about that. But do a check. How am I doing with my exercise? Am I doing something every day? Even if it's 5 minutes, just do something every day to move your body. All right, the third one is sleep. This is like the secret of weight loss and health. Most of your weight loss and your detox and recovery happens when you're sleeping. So make sure that you are prioritizing your sleep. About 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep is important. So how are you doing with your sleep? And then the fifth one is your mindset. How are you doing with managing your emotions? Are you an emotional eater? Do you eat when you're bored, lonely, angry, stressed, tired, excited, or depressed? Is that how you're managing or buffering your emotions? If so, then be aware of that. We're going to work on how to change that. But the first step is just recognizing that you're doing it and learning how to manage and process emotions in better ways. So those are your high five. I want you to do a high five habit check. How are you doing in those areas? Your hydration, your nutrition, your exercise, your sleep, and your mindset. Do a high five habit check every day. I'd love to hear what habit you want to focus on this week to improve and what habit you feel like you do really well at. So celebrate the good and always have something that you're working on improving. All right, have a great week.